Hello and welcome back. Today is the culmination of our first season here at Bristol City, or half season here at Bristol City. When we started this quest, we were 23rd in the championship with just 19 points on the table. How far have we come in those 25 games? Welcome to Be A Legend. Hello, my name's Mark and welcome to episode 7 of To Be A Legend. And on today's episode, we have the final two games of the championship season against Fulham away from home and Peterborough at home. And since you were last with us, we've played 3 games. You were with us, I think, for the Sunderland-Swansea games. Sunderland we beat comprehensively 4-0. Not quite sure how we did that at the Stadium of Light, but we did. But we did lose then 2-1 to Swansea, a goal from Callum O'Dowda being the consolation goal after 84 minutes. Since then, we had a very bore draw, a 0-0 draw against Blackpool, up in Blackpool. But we have managed to grind out, and I mean grind out. They were quite difficult games. Clearly, the end of the season, not a lot to play for. 2-1 win against Middlesbrough, a 1-0 win against Blackburn. This is how the championship looks, but we have missed out on those playoffs. We weren't really going for the playoffs. We were avoiding relegation. We've missed out on the playoff places by virtue of that draw, as it was with 2 games to go, 6 points available to us. The maximum we get is 69. Fulham are safe from us on 70 points. So that's blown that out of the water. But in the relegation spot as well, with only 6 points available, 53 is the most Peterborough can get. And we are 10 points clear of that, basically. So we are well and truly safe in the championship for next season. A finish, and we could still finish with 6 points. We could still finish, depending on how Cardiff and West Brom do in their final 2 games, of course. We could finish 7th or 8th, a 9th place, just keep winning, and 9th place finish. I think, given that we were down here on 19 points when we set off on this challenge, I think we've done extremely well, and we'll do a bit of rebuilding for the do a bit of rebuilding in the summer. I think to hopefully bring in 2 or 3 players that will add a little bit of impetus to us going forward. So, as I say, final 2 games of the season, then we'll be coming back for the next Saturday for the end of season review and obviously a look at any transfers and a preview of next season. So I think it's high time, with not a lot to play for. We're safe from relegation, missed out on the playoffs. I think the best we can do is nice to finish this season with a couple of wins, maybe. Fulham, we didn't look. Fulham currently are 6th in the table. They need to win. So it's going to be a bit of a tall order. We haven't beaten them, as you can see, so far in the 3 games that we've played them. Just recently, 3-1 loss in January last year and a 2-1 loss at Ashton Gate. Back in December. That was just before I joined, so that one's not down to me. None of those are down to me, come to that. So 3-1 loss last time. Anything better than that would be an improvement. So let's see what we can do. These are the teams that are going to play, or this is the team, shall I say, that's going to play Fulham. And so with nothing really to play for in these final 2 games, other than we want to win them, we can have a little bit of a play around with the team, but not too dramatically. Bentley is in goal. Pring, Nelson, Pascanu, who is in defence. Viner out on the right. Masengo and Williams in central midfield. Rogers, Freeman and Bowler continue on our attacking midfield. Pitchford comes in for his, I won't say his first start, but a start. Cairns, Moore, Dack, Conway, Fisher, Dowder and Janner are all on the bench. We do have slight injuries or coming back from injuries for Gape, Congaloo, Semenyo and Flores. So Sims hasn't had the game time that he would have hoped. I'm thinking perhaps we'll get him out on the next game, but I don't think they're transfers that will stay beyond this season. That's the team that's going to face Fulham at Craven Cottage for this penultimate championship game of the current season. And we're underway here at Craven Cottage. Fulham with a free kick, which thankfully have put wide. And also with a throw-in. Fulham, of course, need to win. It's Cardiff breathing down their necks, and they've got to do better than Cardiff in order to ensure themselves a playoff place. So they're all out for this. As we've already said, we've not beaten them previously. Nelson getting that header away. He seems to pick up yellow cards like they're crisp packets. Another free kick. Wilson. Oh, yes, it was coming. Hayden getting the touch, and they go a goal up after 9 minutes. Cut it back, and Hayden just had to direct it the opposite side of the goal to where the goalkeeper was. We haven't done anything so far as we drop down to 10th place. Picking up yellow cards all over the place. Williams and Pring now both got yellow cards. Corner comes swinging in. It's headed over the top though. And it's a goal kick. As we head into half time. Viner picking up a yellow card as well, in danger of getting a fine for yellow cards here. So they've had 8 shots, 3 on target, 0.88. We've had 5 shots, 1 on target, 0.49. Slightly more of the possession, but yeah, Pascano is struggling to perform again, and he wants to be in the side. I think that pretty much says it all, doesn't it, really? We'll come back for the second half. And we made a double change at half-time. Taylor Moore on for Pascano. And we've also brought Janner on for Pitchford, who both are not performing and both grumbling about not being in the side. Well, that's wise, because when you're in the side, you need to perform. That's come back off the post. Viner back to Bentley. Bentley clears the ball upfield. And, yeah, that's why you need to be performing, basically, if you're going to be in the side. If you're not going to perform, then you won't be in the side. Simple as that. And they've got their second, Nitcham. And we go 2-0 down. Fulham, who you would have expected to get automatic promotion, fell away. They were up at the top for a lot of the season and changed to version 1, but I think we'll go back to version 2. Making many inroads in there. And as we look to make our final change, lots of tired legs, and this is what we've been suffering just recently. Who have we got on the bench? I think it's Rogers, Fro Dowder on that left side. That can be our only change. I'm thinking of going attacking because we've got nothing to lose here. And you never know, we might get ourselves back in it. Tired legs out there, though. And it is a poor 2-0 loss. And, well, what can we say? They've had 14 shots, 5 of which are on target, 1.40. We've had 11 shots, 4 on target, 1 on the XG. So we deserved a goal, really, and 53% possession. So we weren't completely blitzed out of it, got back into it a little bit, but not good enough at this stage of the game. But, hey, we'll take it for now. Let's have a look at the table. Oh, there we go. As it stands, Crystal Palace lost to Blackburn and I think are guaranteed, with 1 game to go, they're guaranteed promotion and they are also guaranteed to be promoted as champions. That on the basis that Stoke, who have climbed up into second, must have lost. Or have they? Sunderland dropping right down and in danger. No, they can't drop out. But Fulham still not guaranteed that spot. Cardiff beating Sunderland 3-1, which pulls Sunderland down. Fulham could overtake them. Cardiff could still knock Fulham out of that, depending on how the last game goes. Stoke beat Wigan by 1-0. That's how Stoke have ended up in there. So it's a right battle between 3.78. Sunderland still could get there, but they're reliant on. So that top, 2nd to 6th, is still wide open. Fulham can't get automatic now, but it's still a lot to play for. We're down in 10th, 63 points. We could do with a win, basically, and QPR losing to get a 9th place finish is the best that we can do right now. I would have taken that when we took over. And we have our final game of the season against Peterborough, who are also fighting for their lives down the bottom, 2 points clear of Derby County at the minute, and they will need to assure points that they don't get relegated if Derby were to win. I think they're safe from Hull because Hull have got a far inferior goal difference, but they will be fighting for their lives. It's not all done and dusted at the bottom there, but we would hope that we can overcome Peterborough. We've lost to them this season at their place, but prior to that, we hadn't lost against them. A 2-2 draw in the last time that we played them at Ashton Gate back in April last year. And prior to that, a 2-0 win, a 1-0 win, and a 2-0 win, beating them 2-0 at their place on both occasions, and a 1-0 win at Ashton Gate. So we're hoping we can do similar today, which would be rather good. Right, without any more to do, let's get on. It was a 2-2 draw, and it was because Darnell Fisher got sent off as well. But we were 2-0 down in that one and came back, so that was quite a good game. Right, without any more to do, let's get on with the game against Peterborough, the final game of our championship season. And here is the team that is going to face Peterborough in our final game of the championship season. Bentley in goal. Pring, Nelson, Moore and Viner are all in defence. Masengo and Williams in central midfield, with Smenio coming in for Morgan, who's picked up a injury in training. Freeman and Bowler on his right-hand side. Jenner is restored back up front. Cairns, Congaloo, Flores, Pitchford, Fisher, O'Dowda and Dack are all on the bench. And we're underway in this final game at Ashton Gate. Keeping one eye on the other scores. Fulham need to win, and they are playing Derby County. So they could... It's an interesting... Malee, we'll have a look at how the table and that stuff fits at half-time. Masengo pushes one forward to Jenner. an attack that we didn't see in the game against Fulham, which is something, I suppose. Viner will cut that out. Moore back to Bentley. Bentley out wide to Pring. Pring comes forward. Holds the ball up for looking for Jenna. Jenna must have been offside there, I feel sure. But it's been given. And it, in the end, was a lovely manoeuvre. 12th goal of the season. Jenna has taken a knock, which is a bit of a worry. Not quite sure where he took the knock. Didn't seem to have much problem putting that away in the back of the net. And it was Pring's lovely ball. Held the ball up nicely. Jenna was just onside as opposed to just offside. His knock doesn't seem to be bothering him too much. We'll leave him there. And it's Cardiff currently outside. They're losing 1-0 to champions Crystal Palace. Not the team that you wanted to meet on the last day of the season if you wanted to try and get in the playoffs, I guess. Peterborough at the moment are okay because Fulham are drawing with Derby. Again, Derby didn't run away meeting Fulham on the last day of the season. Derby need to win to secure championship status. And Fulham need to win, or need a draw, to ensure playoffs. So it's a bit of a ding-dong match, that one. We'll keep one eye on it. Freeman with a free kick to Masango. He's 4th of the season. It's 2-0. And 36 minutes gone. Freeman, lovely ball. Just put that into space. Question of whether he was offside there, actually. And it has been disallowed. It was a disallowed goal. Masango hadn't realised that it had been disallowed. He moved into an offside space. Fulham still 0-0 last time. We looked at the latest scores then and table. Derby 0, Fulham 0. As it currently stands, Crystal Palace and Swansea are promoted. Stoke, Blackburn, Sunderland and Fulham will be in the playoffs. Blackburn today are playing Wigan and losing by 1-0. That will be really grueling. And then in the relegation zone as it stands at the moment, Portsmouth already down. Hull City and Derby County going with them. Peterborough are surviving at the moment. Peterborough, of course, losing this game. But it also means that Derby aren't winning. And I'm presuming Hull aren't winning. Hull losing to Birmingham as it currently stands. Right, we'll be back and see how this second half pans out. One change at half time. Flores is on for Semenyo. Semenyo not having such a good game out there, so we decided that Flores should at least get 45 minutes under his belt. Hasn't had a lot of game time this season. And he will get possibly his last 45 minutes in a red and white shirt. Viner cuts that one out to Freeman. Freeman looking for Bowler. Bowler cuts it back for Viner. And Bowler in there again against the goalkeeper. And Jenner gets his second of the game. He's 14th of the season. We now are 2 up after 50 minutes. Viner here loses the ball initially to Smith. Smith gives it straight back to Bowler. Bowler fires it in. Lumley manages to parry the ball but falls, unfortunate for him, straight to Jenner, who put it in the back of the net. Peterborough with the corner now. Burrows. And that's headed over the top. Didn't quite see who it was. And we have a throw in on the near side. Viner. Couple of options. Bowler. Back to Viner. Viner into Freeman. Freeman. Ooh. curled that onto the post, and it was cleared by the defender. Bentley to Taylor Moore. Masengo, Freeman, Moore. Don't need to do a lot to the defence, I don't think, in this coming window. I think where we need is a little bit of extra oomph on the wings, possibly a striker, and maybe a little bit of extra midfield. We'll look at the areas that we need to do a little bit of work on. Say the money in the pot, I think, will only allow us 2 or 3 unless we get some freebies. Flores, he scored his first goal of the season, and he's offside. Thought he had a lot of space. Yeah, he's well offside here. Look at this. Well put away, though. And Flores cuts that one out. Freeman, Flores. Back heels going on there. Pring crosses the ball deep for Bowler. Bowler heads it down for Viner. Viner will try and get to the byline and curl it back in. No. Bowler. Williams. Oh, whack that against the post. The woodwork is doing it overtime today. Bowler. Williams whacks it against the post. Must have thought that was going in. Another corner from Peterborough. Headed clear. Only as far as Harness. Burrows will get another opportunity to thing it back in. Smith, Davenport, Kent. Peterborough looking a bit menacing here now at the moment. As we push out a little bit. Slowly pushing them back. Still got a bit of space. Clark Harris, danger man, Harness. And he's put that wide. Bentley had covered the angles, I think. You'll see a replay of it now. Smith through to Clark Harris. Taylor to Harness. And I'd like to think Bentley had done his work there. Right, what's going on? Fulham still in that 0-0 with Derby. Cardiff are drawing 1-1 now with Crystal Palace. They've got a goal back. In fact, there must have been 1-1 at half-time. I hadn't realised. Hull still losing to Birmingham. So at the other end of the table. Derby need to get a goal against Fulham. That would send Peterborough down, but they're okay as it is. Okay, carry on. Fulham have taken the lead against Derby County now, and that pretty much consigns Derby to League One football next season. Hull have got one back against Birmingham, and could they do the dirty? I don't think they can get past Peterborough, though, based on the fact that they had an inferior goal difference. So I don't think that makes a lot of difference down there. But we'll keep one eye on it. So we head down to 75 minutes. Crystal Palace now gone 2-1 up against Cardiff, which pretty much sees Cardiff's chance go. Sunderland now have dropped down to 6th place. Bearing in mind they were top not that long ago. They've fallen really by the wayside. I can't see Sunderland's scoreline in there. Right, we've got to change Changeroo time. Let's have a look. See who. Jenna is tired, so this is the opportunity for Pitchford to come on. We can't make household changes, only make one more change. Zach Viner is tired at the back there. And we'll bring Darnell Fisher on, or do we bring... No, we don't. We'll bring Congaloo on. Where is Congaloo? Terence Congaloo. And what we do is we will swap more. No, them two over, and them two over. And that is our change. They are our changes. Pitchford getting a final opportunity as well. Lumley with the goal kick. Long ball. Williams underneath it. Bowler looking for Pitchford. Pitchford either not fast enough or it wasn't quite that accurate. Bowler. Oh, he's hit the post as well. Oh, man. Oh, we're going to get highlight here. Lumley. Williams. Masango to Bowler. Bowler off the post. That post has saved them more than the goalkeeper this 3 times we've hit the woodwork. Feels like more than that. "85 minutes gone. Freeman with a free kick." Headed clear by the defence. Bowler. Bowler crosses it deep. Back to Freeman. Freeman! He's 10th of the season. It's 3-0. Lovely ball. Crossfield. And a lovely goal by Freeman. Luke Freeman. He might be getting old, but he's still a good player. Certainly at this level. As Peterborough come looking for a consolation. It'd be nice to have a clean sheet to finish the season. And Freeman gets a tackle in. Harness crosses it in, but Moore is there. Bentley's poor clearance puts us under more pressure. Ball crossed deep. That's straight into the arms of Bentley, who gratefully receives it. Nelson, Moore, Bowler. I think Harness hit that into the ground as opposed to straight at goal. Four minutes of injury time. And it's all over. We have had a clean sheet in this final game of the season. 3-0 win. It's good to finish the season with a win. 25 shots, 14 of which were on target. 2.22 on the XG. 51% possession against their 7 shots. Only that one on target into the arms of Bentley. 0.96. Comprehensive win. How has the table finished, though? This is the question. And you come back for the final table. Crystal Palace are champions. Blackburn promoted alongside them after a win, I presume, on the final day of the season, because Swansea, I think, were in, or was it Stoke was in that spot. And as I did say, it was a lot of chopping and changing to go on. Blackburn, they beat Wigan in the end. They were losing 1-0. Beat Wigan by 2-1. A massive performance from Blackburn. Blackburn back in the Premier League after a long time. Swansea will play Fulham in the playoffs. Sunderland will play Stoke in the playoffs. Cardiff missing out. They lost 2-1 to the champions. Crystal Palace at the other end of the table. Portsmouth, Hull City and Derby County are all relegated. Peterborough survive despite losing to us on the final day of the season. But Derby lost 2-0 to Fulham. Mitrovic and Porzo, the players doing the damage, and Hull City. It was a 3-3 draw against Birmingham in the end, but 2 goals in injury time. They were hang on a minute. They were let's get this right. They were 2-1 going into injury time. They made it. Birmingham made it 3-1, and they got 2 goals back to make it 3-3 and managed to get a draw in the end, but their inferior goal difference. Leaky Hull City have relegated them to League One next season. So that is how it's all finished. We finished 9th. I think we can be really happy of that finish. 9th, 66 points. goal difference of plus 13, and in the end, 10 points short of the playoffs. But hey, we had a good thing. Bearing in mind we were 23rd, 19 points at the start of the season. We've put on nearly 50 points in that second half of the season. So I think we've done a good job. I think we've really done a good job. We'll be looking now to make sure that we get a renewed contract. Just check contract details, actually. Let's go up here. My contract expires 2025, so it expires at the end of next season. So we'll see if they offer me a new contract alongside keeping them up. Peterborough avoid relegation. Fulham secure a playoffs place. We'll send assistant manager Freeman player of the match without doubt. 32 years old, but I think he's probably got at least another season in him. We're looking to keep him on. I presume he's not out of contract. Is he out of contract? No, not until next season. So we're okay. We're fine. We're fine. Don't panic. Don't panic. Right. Well, I think we're going to leave it at that. We will come back and have a look at, unless it's on this screen. No, we haven't got the finances for next season yet, but we will come back and have a look at those in the transfer special. So there we go. End of the season. Another quick look at that table just to finish it off. In fact, he's not going to let me do it. There we go. If you can spot your favourite team in there, then all well and good. But we'll come back and have a closer look at all of this in our transfer special, which is coming up next Saturday. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of this particular series. And of course, our other two series that are going out at the moment, from the bottom to the top. I'm making Tottenham Hotspurs. Again, it will let you know as they are released. New episodes of To Be A Legend are currently released every Saturday and Sunday at 11 a.m. And if you want to keep up to date with what is happening on this channel and more, you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode, be episode 8. It's our transfer special season review and our preview of our new season in the Championship. Yes, in the Championship. And can we have a better season looking for playoff places next season? Join me then. Till then, goodbye.